We'll do a question regarding loan payment also. One more question, loan payment. Take down this question. Third question. Then we'll go to the present value and the amortization and all that. Third question. A company has taken loan of rupees 500,000 පොඩි ගණනක් දාමු අපි at 15% per annum compound interest. This loan should be paid at the end of 12 years with the interest. For this, company has established a sinking fund for this. Company has established a sinking fund at 12% per annum compounded annually. How much should be deposited? How much should be deposited in the sinking fund at the end of every year? A company has taken a loan of rupees 500,000 at 15% per annum compound interest. This loan should be paid at the end of 12 years with the interest, right? No installment, nothing. After 12 years, you have to pay the full amount. For this, company has established a sinking fund at 12% per annum compounded annually. How much should be deposited in the sinking fund at the end of every year? Now they have taken a loan of 5 lakhs from a bank. For that loan they have to pay 15%. Then we can find out how much we need at the end of 12 years to pay the loan, how much should be paid. Can find that is compound interest. That part you missed anyway, then I'll explain that one, right? Compound interest formula. Right? We have to pay with the interest the full amount at the end of 12 years. Not simple interest, right? Compound interest. Then to meet that future commitment, same bank or another bank, they establish a sinking fund. There the interest rate is 12%. Why? Why? Always the banks are like that, no? When you deposit, you are getting, we'll say now these days the interest rates are high. 22%, 23%. Recently the Sampath Bank is paying 26% also now, 26%. But what about the loan? If you are going to take a loan, will they give it for 20%? No, they will be 35% now. Leasing rates and all that, more than 30%. Otherwise, the bank is not getting a profit now. Always the loan interest rate is more than the savings interest, fixed deposits and all that. More than that one they are charging for the loan interest, right? Otherwise, the banks are losing. No, the banks are getting the income by giving loans. So they collect money from us and they invest that one, right? They are giving loans and all that, or the treasury bills or various things and all that. They are getting more. Otherwise, they are not getting profit now. So I don't know much about economics. Some people are telling that the difference should be 4 to 5%, but in Sri Lanka it is very high. I think about 7-8%, right? So developed countries, they say that it is the difference should be about less than 4%, 3-4% like that. Anyway, so otherwise they can't, they don't make any profit now. So here 12%, right? Then there is a question. First of all, now here the future commitment is not given. We have to find out that one. How much you have to pay at the end of 12 years to settle this loan. So that is compound interest. Now you listen to this one. P equal 500,000. This P is the principal value. This is P is but the loan that we have taken. Interest rate is 15%, 0.15. N equal 12. We have to find out A, total amount that should be paid. Compound interest formula is this. A equal P 1 plus R to the power n. Can you remember? This is the formula. This is the compound interest formula. Compound interest means now interest also you have to pay the interest. Right? P into 1 plus R to the power n. A equal 500,000. Now for example, if you deposit 500,000 in a bank today, after 1 year you are getting 12% interest. If you don't withdraw the money, second year they are not paying interest for 500,000. That interest also we are getting interest. Interest also add to your principal. At the end of first year, they add that interest. Then the total amount they are paying interest for the second year. So interest also we are getting in. That is what you mean by compound interest, right? So this is the formula we are using, right? 500,000 into 1 plus 0.15 to the power 12. 12 is 12 years, right? N equal to A equal 500,000 into 1.15 to the power 12. Calculate this to the nearest cent. Take down this one. This is the future commitment. We need that money in 12 years to settle this loan. Into 1.15 to the power 12. 2,675,000, no? I'll write down to the nearest cent better. 2,675, 125 and 0.5 cents. This is the future commitment. We need that money in 12 years to settle this loan. Right? To meet that future commitment, now they establish a sinking fund. Now write down here, future value is this, 2,675,125.03. N equal 12. Their R is 12%. Their R is 12%. 0.12. P equal question mark. That P is the money that you deposit at the end of every year. Write down the formula. If V equal P 1 plus r to the power n minus 1 over r. 2,675,125.03 equal 0.12 here, මෙතන p 1 plus 0.12 to the power 12 minus 1. 2,675,125.03 into 0.12. I'll write down straight away, divided by this part. 1.12 to the power 12 minus 1 equal P. To make P the subject, cross multiply and divide by this part. 1.12 to the power 12 minus 1 and write down P equal rupees that value. $2,675,125.03 divided by into 0.12, no, into 0.12 divided by brackets 1.12 to the power 12 minus 1. Now see what I have written is correct also, right? You also just check that one, right? This is the formula that should be used. Answer is, this is the answer that I got, 110,000, no? Yeah. Rupees 110,848 and 64 cents. So every year, at the end of every year, you deposit this money in a bank and withdraw all the money, then you can pay the other loan. So that is sinking funds to replace the machinery or to settle a loan. But I don't think the MCQ paper they will give this one, then too long, no, this one we have to do and this one. But can't say that if they are given like that we have to do. Finished. Now the next part, present value of an annuity. Present value of an annuity. Do we need a break or shall we continue? Can? Yeah. Okay, that will continue, right? Present value of an annuity. Present value of an annuity. There we are doing present value of an ordinary annuity only. The study pack also they have given that one. To pay the, when you take a loan, the installment, leasing installment, loan installment, how to calculate present value of an ordinary. So write down, main heading is this one. Then write down present value of an ordinary annuity. Ordinary annuity. When the money is received, when the money is received at the end of every year. At the end of every year. Ordinary means at the end, when the money is received at the end of every year. Take down the formula. I'll explain what's meant by this present value. Formula PV equal P1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus N over R. To the power minus එකකුත් තියෙනවා, right? It's a bit complicated formula. PV equal capital P double bracket 1 minus, earlier 1 plus R at the beginning, now 1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus N over R. Or study pack එකේ තියෙනවා මෙහෙම. PV equal P over R 1 minus, take down that also, 1 over 1 plus R to the power N, like this. I'll explain these two formulas. First write down where P equal money received at the end of every year. R equal discounting rate. Present value වල තියෙන්නේ discounting rate. Discounting rate per annum. N equal number of years. PV equal present value of the annuity. Main heading is present value of an annuity. Present value of an ordinary annuity, only that we are doing when the money is received at the end of every year. Then this formula and this one. Then P equal money received at the end of every year, discounting rate, number of years, present value of the annuity. Now see the relationship between these two formulas, both are same. Why? Divided by R කියන එක, now here whole thing divided by R, no? Here we have written P upon R. මේ R එක මෙතනට ගත්තා P upon R. Then the double bracket 1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus N. If you take to the denominator, what will happen? The index become plus, no? A to the power minus m equal 1 over A to the power m. Basic mathematics, grade 10 mathematics. A to the power minus m, you can make it plus when you write down 1 over like this. So, make a lian long 1 over 1 plus r to the power n. 1 minus that. Whole thing divided by r. Same thing actually. Those are mathematics, right? Make it now here. When you go through this study pack, now see. PV of 1 rupee. PV of P rupees now, P upon R. P upon R, 1 minus 1 over 1 plus R to the power n. Okay. Use that formula. You got 1 rupee will take the formula. PV 1 upon R, yes, that one. The 4,000 rupees. 4,000 into 4,000 1 over 0.1. Actually 4,000 over 0.1. 1 minus this one, right? I will do a question and see, right? Then what do you mean by this present value of an annuity? What do you mean, practical meaning of present value of an annuity? Somebody is due to get, what do you mean present value? Present value we did last time, no? Present value is the, now if somebody is due to get 10,000 rupees in another 5 years time and he is asking that money today, how much we have to pay him? You can't pay the 10,000 today, no? We have to discount it and give it to you, discount it. Equivalent amount to that money, equivalent amount. So we are discounting PV formula, we did the present value formula is A over 1 plus R to the power n. This is the formula, no? That one. Last time we did that one. Project evaluation, those things we did, right? Now, here, somebody is due to get at the end of every year 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 like that for 10 years. He's due to get like that. Now we will take the Mahapola scholarship. Those university students, every month they are getting now. At a particular day, they are getting, I think now 5,000 rupees for 3 years or 4 years. If they ask all the money today, the government won't pay like that. That's a different thing. If they ask all the money today, we have to discount it and give it to you. How do you find that we are using for loan payment, right? Something like that. Somebody is due to get 10,000 rupees at the end of every year for 5 years, only 5 years. If we ask all the money today, how much we have to pay him? That is the present value, right? Present value of an annuity. This is the formula that we had used. Only at the end of year we are doing, not at the beginning of, not in the study pack also, at the end, right? If it is at the beginning, then that 1 plus R also comes. Don't do that one, right? At the end of every year. Now we will do few questions and loan payment and amortization, those things, right? Question number 1.
So that's a question at English, no?
Which one? Yes, I think there are. Yes, what is the present value of an annuity that pays 10,000 per annum at the end of every year for 10 years if the discount rate is 12 years? What is present value? Present annuity pays 25,000 per annum at the end of every year. Yes, make every month to every month not necessary. Every month is not given in your study pack. But if you want, we can do that also. Then we have to change that RNA. Actually, practically, the people are paying the loan installment monthly, not annually. Annually paying, if you take a loan from the World Bank, government is paying like that. Central bank is paying annual. They are paying actually annually, Annually they pay that one, right? So we'll do that. Hello. Yeah. Indip, I gave a call morning. You are not at home, no? No one is at. Yes, sir. Today I had a lecture, so I came for a lecture. So when is it possible for you to come? Yeah. You are Indipa, no? Huh?
Yes, sir.
So anyway, I'll give a call somewhere around 7, 8 o'clock, right? 7 or 8 I'll give a call, right? Today no class. Today no classes.
Sorry, sir, I didn't hear anything.
Today I will not be able to do the class, right?
Okay, sir.
Is that right? I'll give a call tonight, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, right? I gave a call actually, no one answered actually. Right? Okay. I'll call you, right? Tonight. Okay. Okay. Right, we'll go to that question in that tutorial. Question number 45. Tutorial 45th question. Question number 45. Now, what is the present value of an, I am not writing the question once again, right? What is the present value of an annuity that pays 10,000 per annum at the end of every year for 10 years if the discount rate is 12? We'll draw the timeline first question, right?
Yes.
Draw timeline. Draw this one. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Present value of an annuity that pays 10,000 per annum at the end. At the end 10,000. Put 10,000 here. Metanat dana 10,000. Then put some commas. Somebody is getting 10,000 at the end of every year, like this. And he asks all the money today. Discount rate is 12%. Put 12% somewhere here. So we have to bring it back by 1 year. This one by 2 years, like that last one by 10 years. This total present value we have to find out. Present value of all these payments. That is what we are going to find out. Just draw a number line. This one should be, now he is asking this money today, no? You have discounted by 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4, last one 10 years. So what is the total present value? 1 by 1 if you are going to do, then we have to do 10 sums actually, right? So write down in that formula P equal 10,000. R equal 0.12, N equal 10, present value we have to find out, present value. Write down the formula, present value we equal, draw line, P brackets 1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus N over R. We'll use this formula. The other one also same thing, minus n. We can write down minus n in the calculator, no? So no need to make it positive. Equal 10,000 1 minus 1 plus 0.12 to the power minus 10 over 0.12. 10,000 small bracket 1 minus, add these two, 1.12 to the power minus 10 now. So this negative powers can be written in the calculator. No need to make it a positive quantity. Write down up to here. Now this is how you have to write down in the calculator. First 10,000. Brackets 1 minus 1.12 to the power negative 10. Close the bracket. Division 0.12 equal. This is how you type 10,000 open brackets 1 minus 1.12 to the power minus 10, close the bracket, divided by 0.12. You didn't get this answer?
No, sir.
Now look here, this is the formula, minus 10 here, right? You can make it positive quantity 1 over the, right? But no need to do that one. P 1 minus 1 plus r to the power minus n over r. Then 10,000 here, correct no? 1 minus 1 plus 0.12 to the power minus 10 over r is 0.12. Then add these two, 1.12 to the power minus 10. 1 plus 0.12 can be, that is within bracket, no? Within bracket you can add these two. Then this is what you get. This is how you write down 10,000 first, open bracket 1 minus 1.12 power minus 10. No need to put brackets here. Close the bracket. This one. Type in the calculator. You got this one?
Yes.
Type in the calculator and show it to me. This whole thing. 46th one. 46. What is the present value of an annuity that pays? Don't draw that number lines and all that. Write down P equal 5,000. P equal 5,000 at the end of every year. For 10, n equal 10. Sorry, 5,000, n equal 5. No, make a month need. Oh, what is the present value of an annuity that pays 5,000 per month? Per month. Then P equal 5,000. N equal 60. N equal 60. Discounting rate is 18%. No, that is the annual rate. 0.18 over 15. I'll do that one. Now here you include these two terms also. If the discounting rate is 18% per annum, what is the present value of an annuity that pays rupees 5,000 per month at the end of every month for 5 years if the discounting rate is 18% per annum? Write down per annum. Per annum. 46. Question number 46. Somebody is getting every month. Write down T46. P equal 5,000. N equal 60 months. 5 years means 60 months. Monthly is getting now. R equal 18% is 0.18 over 12. That is equal to 0.15. 0.15. PV we have to find out present value. Same formula. PV. PV equal 5,000 1 minus 1 plus 0.015 to the power minus 60 over 0.015. Calculate and get the answer to the nearest cent. In his monthly deposit payments are not in the study pack, right? But you do that one. After that, do the next question. 47th annual. Every year. Let's do that one. 48 you can do later. 196,000. 196,901. 34 cents. You did the 47th also. 47th on annual payment. Annual. P equal 25,000. P 25,000. R equal 15%. 0.15. N equal 5. No need to change anything. Annual, no. Right? N equal 5. PV equal that. 48 you can do later, right? If you want, you can do that also now. That is monthly payment, no? Per month. Then we have to change N and R. Amortization. When you take a loan from a bank, how do you calculate the installment? The study pack, they will calculate the annual installment, not monthly. Monthly installment, there's one. They calculate the annual installment and divided by 12. That is not the exact correct method, but that is the given method given in this study pack. So we'll go to that method, right? Yes, roughly that is the method, right? So how do you calculate now lease payments, loan payment, housing loan? How they calculate that one, right? Then we are using that same formula PV, but present value is given. We have to find out the loan installment. Take down this question. A person borrowed 50,000. I'll write down. Question number 1. A person borrowed rupees 50,000. From a bank at 12% per annum rate of interest. He must repay the loan. In 5 years, starting at the end of first year. Calculate the annual repayment. Calculate the annual repayment. Somebody has borrowed 50,000 from a bank. Bank charge 12% per annum, interest rate 12%. And he will have to pay this loan in installments at the end of every year. People are paying not in the end of every year, at the end of every month actually. But we'll go to the every year. In 5 years, starting from the first year. At the end of first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, that's all. You should amortize the loan. Amortize can killing the loan. Amortizing, the meaning of this word is killing the loan. We are finishing the loan actually, right? That is the meaning of this amortization, that term actually, right? We destroy the loan actually, right? Now, look here, we'll draw number line and 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy to understand by using this number line. He has taken a loan of 50,000. Today he took a loan of 50,000. Rate is 12%. To settle this loan, how much should be paid? අපි ගමු P කියලා payment එක P. Then you have to discount this by 1 year, this by 2 years, this by 3 years, this by 4 years, this by 5 years. Now listen first of all. Now P we are going to find out. We say P equal, for example, we say 8,000 is paying 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8. Present value of first 8,000, present value of second 8,000, total present value of his installments, if it is equal to 50,000, he has settled the loan. Now for example, you are taking a loan today 50,000 and you are paying today itself. Do we have to pay interest? Theoretically no need to pay. No one is giving a loan like that also. That's a different story. Even for 1-2 days also they are charging some time. Now theoretically if you take a loan today and you are paying the loan today itself, then no need to pay the interest, right? So present value of this one, total present value is equal to this one is we amortize the loan, we kill the loan, we destroy the loan. That is how you do this one. So P we have to find out, we know the present value. Present value of an ordinary annuity are the same formula we are using, right? Now look here, don't write down anything now, listen. PV equal 50,000. R equal 0.12, no need to change annual payments. N equal 5. We have to find out the installment. Formula is present value of an ordinary annuity. That is the only thing that we did. There the formula is this. P1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus N over R. Earlier this is given, we have to find out this one. At the end of every year, somebody is getting 8,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 25,000. What is the total present value? Now we know the present value, we know how much, what the installment. So we have to find out P. Now substitute here 50,000. Now I can take down 50,000 equal P brackets 1 minus 1 plus 0.12 to the power minus 5 over 0.12. Cross multiply 50,000 into 0.12 equal P, put a small bracket, 1 minus 1.12 to the power minus 5. You also see if they can understand that one. P equal, divide by this, 50,000 into 0.12 over 1 minus 1.12 to the power minus 5. Take down all these things and see whether you can understand this. 13,870 and 49 cents.
Yes.
13,870. 13,870 and 49 cents. Now, annual installment is 13,870. We are paying 13,870, again 13,000. Present value of all those payments is equivalent to 50,000. That means we have set to the loan. That is how you do that part, right? So, if they ask the monthly installment, calculate this, divide this by 12. That is the method given in your book. Monthly installment, if they ask, divide by 12. Right? I'll show you the working also. You can go through that one. Right. We'll do a few more sums. Take down this one. Second question. You are trying to do this one. A company borrowed you don't have questions. A company, take down the question. A company borrowed rupees 1.2 million at an interest rate of 14.5% per annum. For 15 years. The company must repay the loan in in 15 years starting at the end of first year. Calculate the annual repayment. Calculate the annual repayment. Do this question. PV equal 1.2 million is 200,000. 203 zeros. R equal 0.145. 0.145. N equal 15. You have to find out capital P installment. PV equal like that. 1.2 million equal P 1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus 15. Correct. Then answer is 200,000 275. No?
Yes.
200 275 and 12 cents. 12 cents. Next question, monthly installment. Take down this question. Third question. A person has taken a loan of, third one, a person has taken a loan of rupees 1 million, 1 million from a bank at 18% per annum rate of interest. He must repay the loan in 20 years. 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. Starting at the end of first month, at the end of first year, first month, calculate monthly, not annually, monthly repayment. That should be paid. That should be paid to amortize the loan. Now somebody has taken a loan of up to housing loan, 1 million, 1 million, and you have to pay it in 10 years, monthly installment, 18% per annum. So you don't go to the monthly, don't divide by 12, don't divide, annually find out. That is the method given in your study pack also. I'll show it to you. Finally you divide by 12. Final answer should be annual repayment, divide by 12. Look here. Present value we equal 1 million. R equals 0.18, that is per year. N equal 10, and find out P. This P is the annual repayment. Annual. Do that one. Find out that one. Finally divide that by 12. Monthly repayment, an annual repayment. Annual repayment is that one. Divide by 12. They calculate the annual repayment 3,410 divided by 12. Monthly repayment. But actually that is theoretically not very accurate. We have to go to that monthly. We have changed in these two. That is the correct.
The answers are different.
A little bit different, little bit small differences there, right? But anyway, do this way, right? They have not given that formula, that method also. Calculate the annual repayment, divide by 12, right? So that's all we have to do. Make a now. What is the? Just tell me. Present value equal P. 1 minus 1 plus r to the power minus n over r. Okay. Cumulative present value table. May 1 minus 1 plus r to the power minus n over r. This part is given in this table. Cumulative present value table. 1 minus 1 plus r to the power minus n over r. 1 minus 1 plus. So, if they give this table, no need to calculate this. If this very easily we can get the answer. I'll tell you how to do that one. Now, then the present value is equal to P into cumulative present value factor. Cumulative present value factor. Don't write down. Now later. Present value factor. Then in this question, 18% n equal 10. Make banana 18%. You do you have that? 289. Page 289. Page 289. R equal 18%. Make it any percentage 18%. N equal 10. Just 18% 10. 18.18 no 18%. Arpette n equal 10. Cumulative one, right? Cumulative totally. What is the value that we get?
4.494.
4.494. So PV, don't write down. Wait. 1 million equal P into what is that? 4.494. Then the P is equal to 1 million over 4.494. Calculate this one. Calculate Karan. What is the answer?
222.
Is that same answer?
No.
Then big difference.
141.
That is monthly now.
No. Per year.
Per year, how much is that? 222.
540.
1 minus 1 plus r to the power minus 10. 1 minus 1 plus r is 0.18 ne? To the power 10 minus 10 over this one. How can that be big difference? Cumulative one 18%. We'll check that one. You also 222,514 no? Annual payment 200. Huh?
Yeah, 222,514.
Then 100,000 into 100,000 divided by 222,000.
Small difference.
One minute. We'll calculate this part only. 1 minus, wait 1 minute. It should be this. 1 minute. 1 million you should know that also. P into 1 minus 1 plus 0.18 to the power minus 10 over 0.18 equal
4.494. 4.494.
when you calculate this part.
Yes.
4.494. Then so when you divide by that one, again we calculate 1 million method. 1 million divided by 4 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 4.4944.
494 and with the other decimals.
Yes, there are some other values. Hari, that's correct. 222. Yes. 222,000. Correct. Yes, sir. But this is an approximate value, no?
Yes.
Correct answer is 4.494 and there are so many decimal places. Hari, 10, 15. This answer is very accurate. But if you take the receipt with this value, is an approximate answer. So you can do like that. So that means no need to write down all these things. Formula එක එතකොට ඉන්නේ මොකද්ද? CDF එක මෙතන P into cumulative discounting factor. Yes. But annual right? Then divide by 12, then you get the this one, right? We'll do one more question by using that, right? තව එකක් කරමු අපි එකේ, right? Cumulative discount rate, would go to the cumulative one, right? Cumulative one, right? So we'll take the fourth one. Liya fourth question. Fourth one. A person has taken a loan of rupees. Realistic question. A person has taken a loan of rupees 1.51 and 500,000. 1.5 million from a bank at interest rate how far they will go? 20%. We'll put 16% down. We'll take 16%. 16% per annum rate of interest. He must repay the loan in 20 years. Housing loans they are paying for 20 years, not 20 years. Starting at the end of first month, calculate monthly repayment that should be paid to amortize the loan. One minute, I'll write down that first part, right? We'll use the cumulative discounting factors, right? Cumulative discounting factors. You write down PV equal 1,500,000. R equal 0.16. We are going to find out the annual payment, right? N equal 20. P equal what? Annual repayment, right? PV equal P 1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus N over 0 over R. මේක ලියන්න මේ විදිහට PV equal capital P into this whole thing is known as cumulative discounting factor. I'll write down somewhere here. CDF means cumulative discounting factor. Now in this question PV වලට දාන්න 1.5 million 1,500,000 equal P into, now see how do you find out this cumulative discount factor? 16%. 20. 16% 20. 0.16 එක තියෙන percentage හොඳේ 16%. How much?
5.929.
5.929. Now find out P is very easy now. 1,500,000 divided by 5.929 ne?
Yes, sir.
929. P equal rupees, write down the value. That is annual repayment. Within bracket you write down annual repayment. That in the monthly repayment divided by 12. So you can use that cumulative discounting factor. So you can save little time. How much you are getting? Annual repayment is 252,000 something, 993. Monthly repayment is divided by 12, 21,082 and 81 cents. 21,000, right? So this is how you calculate that part. There's one more part, perpetuity. That also will do, and I'll just discuss the pilot paper questions also, right? Take down this one, perpetuity. P-E-R-P-E-T-U-I-T-Y, perpetuity. Definition of perpetuity is a constant cash flow that lasts forever. Now this perpetuity means you are getting a certain fixed amount from some organization forever, infinite number of years. Now 10, 15 years we did know, certain number of years, make a infinite number of years, Then the formula is this. Perpetuity means that perpetuity is a constant cash flow that lasts forever. Present value is a very simple formula. PVE formula. PV equal A over R. Very simple formula. Where A equal money received at the end of every year. R equal discounting rate per year. PV equal present value. I'll tell you how to prove this formula also. It's not necessary, not given in the study pack. It's with simple mathematics. Present value of perpetuity means it goes forever, infinity. What is the present value of an annuity? Present value of an annuity, we did that one, no? Formula. Don't write down this one. Present value equal the P into 1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus n over R. This is the formula. Present value of an ordinary annuity. Somebody is getting 25,000 rupees at the end of every year for 10 years. Then this is 25,000, make a 10 years at the rate of, we will say discounting rate 12% 0.12. We did few questions like that. Amortization, you have to find out this P. Cross multiply and find out P. Present value is the if you take a loan of 500,000, make a 500,000. Then we can find out P also. Now, somebody is getting 10,000 rupees forever. Infinite number of years. Infinite number of years, now this n becomes what? N becomes infinity. Infinity. Then 1 plus R to the power, make a mathematics actually, minus infinity. Infinity means very large number. Infinite, no one can say what is infinity is only a concept. Very large number. Now when you draw the x-axis and y-axis, x-axis 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, what is the end value? Infinity. This side minus infinity. Y-axis goes to plus infinity. Here goes to minus infinity. Infinity is not a number. Infinity you can't multiply by anything and say is more than that. Infinity is a very big number, is a concept only, right? Then now 1 plus R to the power minus infinity. Now up here 1 plus 0.12 to the power minus 10. Minus 10 you can find out this one. 1.12 to the power minus 10. 1.12 to the power minus 100 you can find out. 1.12 to the power minus 1000. When this number increases, what will happen to the value? 1.12 to the power minus 10. Calculate 1.12 to the power minus 10. Calculating 1.12 to the power minus 10. Zero then, but you don't get a value for that one. 1.12. Yes, sometimes you get 0 also. When you approximate it is 1.12 to the power minus 10. 0.32 ganak, 0.32. 0. You put minus 100 dan baran. 1.12 to the power minus 10. Minus 10. 1.12 to the power minus 10. I think you have minus 100. 100 dan baran. 1.12 to the power minus 100 minus 100 increase කරනවා. එතකොටත් එන උත්තරයක් minus 0.05 මෙතන එන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ decimal එක we have take 5 places to this side 0.0001 4 zeros and 1. You get like that. Omitting minus 5. So we take this decimal point 5 times to this side. How many zeros you have to put? 4. Next time may e to the power can take e to the power means 10 to the power. Oh, end me 1.1972 into 10 to the power minus 5. Oh, e can 10. So we have to take this decimal point 5 times to this side. That means 4 zeros and 1. 1000 1000. 1.12 to the power 1000. Do we get a value? Minus 1000. Minus 1000. 1.12 to the power minus 1000. 1.12 to the power minus 1000. Do you get a value? Yes, sir. Minus 50 in it. You have to put 49 zeros down in Israel. So value become very small, no? Very 10,000 them 500 itrevi. 10,000 or 100,000 them. This value this getting closer to what? Zero. The infinite them theoretically it becomes zero. So this becomes zero when you make a zero, you know. Zero when p into 1 is p over r. P equal to a dalati. That is how you prove that one. Those are mathematics actually, right? When n increases, the value decreases. Finally, when it goes up, when n increases to infinity, value goes to zero. Without any formula, a upon r, a or p har kamak na money is received at the end of every year. So it goes for infinite number of years, right? Take down this question. What is the present value? Proofs are not necessary anyway. What is first question? First question. What is the present value? What is the present value of a perpetuity? What is the present value? First question. What is the present value of a perpetuity? Perpetuity that pays rupees 25,000 at the end of every year. At the end of every year, if the discounting rate is 15% per annum. Write down PV equal, PV yet, find out. A equal 25,000. A or P doesn't matter, right? R equals 0.15. PV we have to find out. Make a perpetuity. So PV equal A over R or P over R. If you take P equal 25,000 over 0.15 equal rupees. That's very easy. $25,000 over 0.15. Answer is 166,000. No? 166,000 666 and 67 cents. 67 cents. Take on this one also. What is the present value of a perpetuity? One more question. Decimal done. What second question? What is the present value of a perpetuity that pays rupees 50,000? 50,000 at the end of every year if the discounting rate is 16.5% per annum. A equal 50,000, R equal 0.165, PV equal question mark. PV equal A upon R. 50,000 over 0.165. Find out the answer. What is the answer here? 50,000 divided by 0.165. 0.165 303,000 no? And 30 rupees and 30 cents, right? Now pilot paper, anyway I am doing this paper before the exam completely, but don't write down anything now. Do the pilot paper sent by them, all MCQs. 10th question, okay, no need write down this one, anyway we are doing this once again. Pilot paper, 10th question is like this. Now listen to this one. The present value of a perpetuity. Present value is given. Present value of perpetuity of rupees 1000 is 12,500. But the present value of an annuity 1000 received over 10 years if the same discounting rate for the perpetuity was shown. Now this is the question. The present value of a perpetuity of rupees 1000. This is 1000. Present value also given. Right? You have to find out first of all the discounting rate. How do you find out that? That means R we have to find out. 10th question. No need write down that one, right? One would look here. A equal 1000. PV equal 12,500. You have to find out discounting rate. How do you find out that? This is the formula. PV equal A over R. 12,500 equal 1000 over R. R equal 1000 over 12,500. R equal, calculate this one. 0.08. 0.08 means 8%. Arni 8%. देखने में हालत है, that's not. Then what is the present value of an annuity of 1000 received over 10 years? Now somebody is getting 1000 rupees at the end of every year for 10 years. Same discounting rate. So we'll find out the discounting rate here first of all. You take that discounting rate and find out the present value. How do you find out the present value of an annuity? Present value of an annuity, we did this. Last thing that we did. Present value we equal P 1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus N over what? R. What is P here? P here is 1000 received. 1000. What is R now? 0.08. What is in 10 years? We have to find out PV. We'll check the answer whether this answer is 6,710 is the correct answer. PV equal 1000 1 minus 1 plus 0.08 to the power minus 10 over 0.08. Calculate this one and see. Make a 1.08. 1.08. 1000 small bracket 1 minus 1.08 to the power minus 10 over 0.08.
6,710.
10. We'll use the cumulative discount factor. Make it below. This part is cumulative discount factor is mathematical.
Yes.
What is my discount factor? 1000 8%. 8% 10 wala. 8% wala 10.
6.710.
This 6.71 make it 6,700. So that's a past paper question. First of all, we have to find out per page R where no. That R we have to take it to this and do the question. We per page question. Then there's very easy question also make it. Question what is the present value of rupees 50,000? Last time we did. What is the present value to be received after 5 years from now if you expect a return of 10%? This is a very easy question. What is the present value of rupees 50,000? Somebody is due to get 50,000 rupees. Somebody is due to get 50,000 rupees in 5 years time. I'll draw the number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 years, he is getting 50,000. He is asking this money today. Present value we have to find out. Discounting rate is 10%.
No enemies, no.
Nothing.
Just today.
After 5 years, he is getting 50,000. What is the present value of this one? What is the present value formula? A over 1 plus R to the power n.
Yes.
50,000 divided by 1 plus 0.1 to the power 5. 50,000 over 1.1 to the power 5. Calculate and see.
52,500.
No.
31,046.
What did you do? 50,000 over 1.1 to the power 5.
Okay.
31,046.
Yes.
31,046 last answer. So, the what am I will think to me? Effective interest rate but you missed that class. Effective, a bank offers 12% per annum for deposit over 100,000. What is the annual effective rate interest if the interest is compounded monthly? Monthly now n equal 9 12 or we did 2-3 sums by question right, that one. So and percentage sums also there are that we can do later, the percentages. So first 9 sums are financial mathematics. First 9 way 10 sums, right? So I'll give a copy of this pilot paper also to you, right? Then so we did simple interest, compound interest, when the interest is added several times within a year, effective interest rate, after that the present value, depreciation, present value, then after that annuities. After present value we did the annuities, present value, future value of an annuity. At the beginning, at the end, at the end and at the beginning. And practical application is sinking fund. Sinking funds we are using the future value of an annuity. Future value of an ordinary annuity, use current, right? Ordinary sinking fund. Then present value of an annuity we did only at the end of every year. At the end of every year, right? We are using that to find out the loan installment, amortization. Monthly installment, calculate the annual installment and divide by 12. There you can find out the present value by using cumulative discounting factor. That installment into cumulative discounting factor is the present value, that part. So go through this full lesson again. So this financial maths part is anyway important for the accounting, management accounting, cost accounting, everything. You get that now. The next topic is in mathematics, calculus part. You did maths for A-level, no? No, calculus, that means differentiation. That comes in higher mathematics, right? A-level mathematics. But only the basic thing we use that to maximize the profit, maximize the revenue. Now profit function is given. Profit function, demand function is, you know the demand function, no? Q equal, economics you get, no? Q equal 300 minus 5p. Q is the demand, P is the price per unit. Then you can get the revenue equations, then profit functions. With the profit function is given, how do you maximize the profit? What is the value of Q at the maximum profit? What is the value of Q demand at the maximum revenue? Cost, we are not going to maximize cost, minimize cost. Cost is minimizing now, right? That one. So that part, maximization, minimization. For that one, we are using calculus, that differentiation part, the basic differentiation, and that part, profit function, break even points, then profit maximization, revenue maximization, cost minimization, that part, right? So in about 2 days we can finish that part. Then that's all the maths part. Maths part is over. After that you get the stat part, basic stats, mean, mode, median, histogram and all that you don't get because you can't draw histogram in 5 minutes now, right? So cumulative frequency graph and all that. If they have given the graph, you can find out median and all that. Otherwise you will never get a question to draw those things. You can't draw that in MCQ paper, no? Then measures of spread, regression, correlation, probability, that part, right? So most of the things are new to you, that stat part, right? So anyway, we'll finish the maths part. Next time we'll do the profit maximization and we'll finish that part, right?